What is up, guys? RC for Life here. I know I've been gone for a while. It's because I had the flu, so I couldn't make any videos. I know, I'm sorry, guys, but I'm back. This is the RC trophy truck build update. I'm almost done, guys. A lot has been done to this. I got my axle mounted. I got the links mounted. I got my suspension plates mounted. I know it doesn't look like Sincon X's trophy truck or a bunch of other people like Gimme Fuel. Those are a bunch of people that inspired me to build this. And I know it looks rough, but this is, everyone has their own design. I kind of like it, and it has just enough space for two spare tires. Hold on, I'm recording with one hand here, so I gotta do everything with one hand, and it fits right in there like that. I know it doesn't really fit in there well, but it fits in there, and the body lines up with this perfect, so that's good. If you're wondering how the suspension works pretty good. Lots of travel. Got the drive shaft hooked up. I am gonna get a better drive shaft, cause the reason it's dirty, cause I test drove it recently, and it has a lot of axle hop. It is because the angle, that's how it is, and that's just how it's resting. But when it's actually relaxed, that's how it's relaxed, but when it's actually all the way out, look at that angle. Yeah. And these drive shafts are really cheesy. Like, it has a lot of play on. Like, look at all that play. Has a lot of play. So I'm gonna work on getting a different drive shaft, and it has to be a drive shaft like this, with open yokes, it's kind of weird like that. Cause if you have a drive shaft like off the Yeti, that's probably the max angle you're gonna get out of that. With these open yokes, you could get such a different angle out of them. So, and I did trim away the transmission with my finger. You can see underneath this part, you can see I trimmed it away with my Dremel. I mounted the receiver box. I put the ESC here because the mounting plate for the trailing arm had to go right here. So, yep. And the battery, I really don't know. It's probably going to be like right in here, so it could give this more weight, because right now it has a lot of springiness. So, yeah, I already got a hole where to drill for the tire. I got a hole for the cross member too. I have tubing here, a tube here, and a tube here, and the tires here. So it'd be really rigid, and it is flimsy right now. So, and I couldn't find aluminum sheeting, like this is aluminum, like sheeting. I couldn't find it this big as how much I need it. So this is steel, but it's a lot stronger. Well, I think aluminum is actually stronger. I think it is. Yeah, but it's heavier, so it has more weight in the back, so it's not so light. It just every time it goes off a jump, it just springs back up like that. But yeah, I know it's not the best. It looks really rough, but this build is not supposed to be precise like Sincon, or I can't really pronounce his name. I think it's Sincon X. Yeah, Sincon X. That's how you're supposed to pronounce it. Or Gimme Fuel, or a bunch of other people that made trophy trucks. This is just a build I always wanted to do, and I know it's rough, but at least I did a really good job. The axle, if the truck was turning this way, the tires line up pretty good. The rear axle is a little bit offset this way, just like not even a millimeter. It's barely noticeable, but it's fine. I'm not messing with it anymore. I'm tired of messing with the axle, because the axle, finding where to mount it was the hardest thing to do with this build actually, and making these plates. That's it. Everything else is easy. And another thing, I have the Slash 2-wheel drive speed gearing in here with a smaller spur gear and a bigger pinion, and this thing is slow as heck. I don't know why. I ran this on a 2S LiPo with the speed setting and everything. It is just slow. I don't know what. I don't want to run this thing on 3S the whole time. I don't know what to do. If you guys can help me out there. Oh, sorry, I had a hiccup. And I can't really go much bigger of a pinion because it'll hit my suspension plate. But yeah, if you're wondering what axle this is on. Sorry, it's twisted like that. Actually, let me make that even for you guys. Yeah, it's a little bit even. Yeah. This is a Axle Yeti Score Trophy Truck axle. In more specific term, this is the axle AR60 axle. And the cool thing is, when I bought it, it came with the truss, and it came with the hexes, the metal hexes, and gears inside. This whole axle was, I believe, $40 shipped, free shipping. No, not free shipping. It was $5 shipping. But the links all together were like $13 free shipping. And the links came with, the whole link package came with the trailing arms, these links, front A-arms for the Score, and trailing arms. And I am going to be using trailing arms because when I tested this, it had a lot of flex. All it did when I floored it was this. It just freaking flexed, and when I gassed it, like went off in one direction because all the flex. Yeah. And the thing is, I really need your help on this, guys. The actual Yeti trailing arm. How the heck do you disassemble this thing? Because I want to put this rod through, like, right around here, somewhere in here. And I do not know how to take this apart. Because you can't just make a clip mount that just clips on here. You can't do that because it'll just unclip then. So, I don't know how. I might make my own trailing arms. It's going to be really difficult to make the trailing arm part. But the linking up will be easy. And how to make it secure to a bar without slipping. It's going to be really confusing, but as long as I got to do a dry test, I'm really happy about that. And if you want to know how the body fits, before I put the body on, I did customize the rear shock tower mount. I did cut it. I'm going to have a 90-degree angle right here, and so the body clips on right here, of course, but where that is going to be on the body is on. Just gotta get the front body mounts. There we go. Okay, see? Lines up pretty good. And the body posts are gonna be coming out right around here, because these original body posts are trashed from a while ago. So yeah. And if you're wondering how the tires would look on here, this is how it would look. I know, it looks awesome. And that weight would actually help out with the rear end because it's so springy. I'm going to put shock oil in there, but these shocks are terrible. The only reason I'm using these shocks because these are like the only shocks I have, like in my RC, my box. And they're 120 millimeters, so they're nice. So they're really long. So I got enough travel, and I have a lot of adjustability, and they're double springs too, so they're pretty strong. So I didn't know because the weight of this. But yeah, I'm gonna put some thick shock oil in there, probably 40 weight in here. I'm gonna fill it up in here, then fill up the reservoir. It's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass to do. And if you're wondering why I haven't drilled holes for like the tubes and the tires yet, it's because my drill's been dying really quick, because cutting through aluminum is a breeze. It's so quick. But steel is so hard on drills. Especially my drill. I just have a cheap little drill. It's just for RCing, and you know, I don't need a Milwaukee or a DeWalt really, unless I really need to upgrade it, which I probably will, because it takes forever for it to charge, and yeah, it just has a hard time drilling through steel, and steel's really, it's hard. It sucks for drilling. Just to make these shock holes, I had to press really hard on the drill bit, and that was like the only way to actually drill through. And my drill was pretty much dead at the time of that, so I barely made one of these shock holes because my drill was dying. So it's been charging for quite a few hours now, so hopefully I could drill at least 2 holes for the tires just to see how everything mocks up. But yeah, the build is going along great. And I could, and I will. ATG makes a slash 2-wheel drive roll cage, and it mounts up to these holes, the Nerf bar holes. And good thing I didn't cut the chassis too far back, so I could put a roll cage on here, and I'll cut like the supports that interfere with this. So it'd be pretty cool. And well, that's for future. I don't know if I'm gonna do that right now. Because right now, I just want to get this thing done and perform how it is. And yeah, and if you guys can help me out too, help me out with this situation, the trailing arms, how to disassemble it. I don't know how. I know it seems pretty simple, but I really don't know. I tried pulling it apart, and I don't want to break it. So, and sorry, it's yawning. Can you guys find me a drive shaft for this? Because it has to be an open one like that. Can't be a closed cap one like that. Because those closed cap ones, or those CVD style, can only allow it to go on like a 45-degree angle. Which is open cup or open yoke drive shafts, you can get on much farther angle and everything. So, can you guys hopefully comment a better drive shaft? I'd probably do a RC four-wheel drive shaft, because these Chinese ones are just wearing out and have so much axle hop. Or I might just take that extra mount, somehow make 2 female ends, somehow glue them together so it's extended, and do it like that. Because these Traxxas drive shafts are actually really nice and smooth, but they're weak. But it's only 2-wheel drive, so. Yep, I don't know. Sorry it's a mess, guys, because all this whole mess is for this freaking build. Because I have all this cardboard here for making templates for the mounting plates, and it's just a pain in the ass. At least I got to do a test drive today. I'm really happy. Again, here is full suspension. I really like that. Have a lot of suspension and full compressed. I'm gonna do a little drop test for you guys. Yeah, the front really does absorb, because the front shocks are like really just pliable, which these ones are just all spring. There's no shock roll inside, so it's just, that's why it's really springy. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for another video of this coming soon, like hopefully in a couple weeks or so, and hopefully I don't get sick again. But yeah, this is the trophy truck update, and yeah, see you guys soon. Subscribe, and right after this video, I'm going to do a Patreon video, because I do have a Patreon. If you guys want to help out and get this build finished quicker, you guys can donate. I'm not saying you have to. It would be really nice if you guys could, but it's up to you guys, of course. You could donate a couple bucks or whatever to my Patreon so I could finish this build, because I need the roll cage. I need metal tubing in here, because I just wasted the last amount of money on this. Had to buy some nuts, some 3mm nuts, and Ace Hardware only had like 11 of them, so I just took all of them. And these are the ones. These little 3mm 0.5 pitch lock nuts. So yeah, if you guys want to help out, I'll be uploading the video soon. Yep, that's the build.